Hello. I totally didn't try to unmute myself and start talking before I realized that I hadn't pulled the mic in front of my face. Totally not. I'm like, oh, wait a second. I should, move that over so you all can actually hear me. That would make sense. Also, hello, Mod. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate you. You did jump scare me because I did not have chat in front of me at the moment. Five Ways, hello. Congrats on being first. Hello. We are here. So hello, hi, Five Ways. Hi, Mod. Hi, Brando. Hello. Oh, thank you for sticking around for... I thought there was going to be more of a pause between those alerts. It's fine. Bo, thank you for sticking around for 46 months with the Penguin Colony. I super duper appreciate you doing that with that ridiculous tier 3. Welcome back for another month. And Mod, is it just resub day? Mod, welcome back for another month. Yeah, they said yes, exactly. They said back. Yeah, the alert said back to back. I thought there was going to be like a second pause. Mod, thank you for sticking around for 42 months with the Penguin Colony. Welcome back for another month. I super duper appreciate you doing that. It's not ended yet? Okay. Yours is next Monday? Okay. Because we had, I guess they've kind of ended up spread out again. For a while there, we had, like, so many of you all had, like, resubs in the same, like, weekend at some point because of, like, birthday subathon, like, a few years ago. But I think things have spread out, I think. But, the Pokemon quote. Hi, hello. Happy Monday. Have a case of death? Can you help? What, Goldie? Hi? Baby? But I'm here. It feels like I haven't done this in forever because I did not stream on Friday or Saturday because we were at the beach. It was very nice. It was very chill. We did do a lot of stuff of like going around town and different things and whatnot. We ate a lot of yummy food because that's kind of a thing that we like to do when we go to the beach is that like to eat a lot of yummy food. I know we ditched. I know I did feel bad like about it because I was like, I don't necessarily want to miss streams during St. Jude Play Live month. So if you did not know, we are fundraising for St. Jude. Our first milestone is unlocking that Just Dance stream. The Bean Boozles arrived here in the mail, so I do have those now. Tour and I was jealous. I know we had food and I think that was the last of the leftovers of stuff. We had been eating leftovers and stuff too. So I ate leftovers for food before stream. So, Casey Dilla, I know I would if I could. Honestly, like I was looking at like the menu at the restaurant there. I was just gonna get a regular quesadilla. And I was like, well, what about fajitas? And then I discovered that there was a fajita quesadilla as an option. Well, I was like, well, why didn't I think of that? You take the yummy fajita stuff and you put it in the quesadilla. Yes, it was very yummy. So if you all have not been in Discord lately, there is a spam of all the food we ate this weekend in churro carts. So yeah, so it's one of those things. It's the beach that we've gone to since I was, it's the one I grew up going to and we've gone there because my grandparents have a beach house there. So yeah, fajita Dilla, exactly. So it's one of those things. It's like we're not gonna go spend money on like necessarily getting like stuff. We're not tourists things. We're not necessarily getting those things. I did get a new sweatshirt because I hadn't gotten one of those in a while. So I did get a new sweatshirt. But other than that, I was like, nope, we're gonna spend money on food. We spent money on food, and we did go to the arcade. That was the other thing we did. We did go to the arcade, and I got really lucky on the coin dozer, and I actually won like a lot of tickets on the coin dozer. It was quite fun. But tonight, we are gonna be obviously chilling, fundraising. If you want to make me do ESO surveys, you can do that with a donation to St. Jude. If you want to make me do my ESO, some of my ESO surveys, That is a thing you can make me do. I have lots of surveys that I should do, but I've been putting off. So, did I play DDR? This arcade doesn't have like a DDR thing at it, surprisingly. They do have a lot of other cool game things. Like they have like a Deal or No Deal game. They have like a Halo interactive thing. There's like a VR thing. But they surprisingly don't have a DDR one. And I didn't even think about that until you mentioned that. Hi Jessica, it's good to see you. How's it going? The surveys are like the crafting surveys. You get surveys from completing your crafting writs, and the surveys you have to go around to certain places on the map. And it's beneficial because they give you, they're called like lush harvesting nodes. So by you going to the places on the survey map, you get more crafting materials by harvesting those crafting nodes. It's worth it. It's just time consuming. It can be very chill to go around and do surveys. Like, I don't mind it, but when there's so many other things to do, the surveys kind of just get put off, and then I don't do them. Totally not playing solitaire with cats and dogs. That sounds fun. Yeah, I'll have like 5 or 6 nodes in one little spot instead of just one. Yeah. Luckily, like, it's one of those things that it is a perk of, you know, playing on PC is I can have add-ons. If I played on console, I would never do surveys. Because I have an add-on that tells me specifically where the location is for the surveys, which for some of the locations in like the Altmary Dominion zone, I know where the surveys are. I've gone there enough times that I don't necessarily need the add-on to know where I'm going to. But you know, obviously I don't have all of the survey spots memorized. So there is a way that you can do it without add-ons. And it's like, you can technically look at the actual survey map and based on the little sketched drawing, try to figure out where that is. Obviously, you can Google it and, you know, you can go based off that. That's what I did for, like, treasure maps and surveys. I didn't do a ton of surveys. The few surveys I did, like, back when I was, you know, playing on my laptop. Mainly I did it for treasure maps because you all know treasure maps are annoying because for some reason, treasure maps can't stack. So that means you can only have one in your inventory, or you can have one in your inventory and one in your bank. And then it's like, I have a treasure map. I keep forgetting to do it. I have a treasure map on my Sork that I can't put in the bank because I have one in the bank. And I need to go do that one so I can get it off of my Sork. I don't understand why treasure maps can't stack. I really don't. I really don't. So I am gonna, let's get some ESO going here. I will say I have lemonade prepared. I do have to eat a bean boozled tonight. Cause I do owe Bo a bean, cause Bo, did donate and redeem a bean last stream, but the bean boozleds hadn't gotten here yet. So if you have not seen, we are raising money for St. Jude all month long. There are some milestone incentives. There are also like just individual instant incentive things if you would like to do that. Oh yes, also a word for Mad Lips. Hold on. Actually, let me hop up and grab that real quick before I forget, because I will forget again. I will forget again. Hold on. Let me go grab the Mad Libs. Mod. Thank you for the bits. That went off right as I was putting my headphones back on. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay. Where's the button I want? I want this button. Okay, I was trying to open it. There's like an introduction page, and it's actually funny. There's like a whole like introduction, and it even has the noun in there. Okay. Is there anybody in here who does not know what Mad Libs are? If you have not heard of Mad Libs. Oh, I appreciate that Mad Libs gives us a page describing what an adjective and an adverb and a noun and all the things are. Thank you, Mad Libs, because you know I'm gonna forget. But basically, a Mad Libs is there's blank spots in a story, and it says adjective or noun or verb. And you fill in all the blanks with what it asks for before reading it. So then when you go and read it, it typically ends up being some ridiculous thing. So some of these are like pre-printed out, filled in ones. I'm trying to get to the first blank one. Okay. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I'm realizing, so the top of this, I don't know if I've ever actually been the person to fill out a Mad Lib. I've definitely like done them before, but I don't think I've ever been like the person who was like actually writing it down. So there's a spot up top here that we can fill out all the things we need. And then we can put them in. So Bo, the first one this Mad Lib needs is a color. So, Bo, if you would like to contribute a color for the Mad Lib, I will put that in there. I'm also going to sticky note this because I didn't realize how many of these were, like how far back into the pad, like the first one would actually be. So, Bo, I guess you're here, so I should eat the bean boozled now and get it done with. Yes? Oh, also, apparently the ESO servers are going down tonight. Oh, when does... Is it next week that the... Oh, whatever the butts they called it. The wind strike, what... The PvP event, whatever the heck it's called. It starts next week? Oh, yeah, the mayhem, yeah. It starts, I'm playing up. It starts on Thursday. No, it starts on Thursday. It starts on the 11th, apparently. I should go pre-do some things. I guess it is this week. I know, I was thinking it was, I was thinking it was next week. Bo, I was saying, 1, I should eat the bean boozled that I owe you. 2, if you would like to contribute a color. A color is the first word I need for this Mad Lib. In your inventory for both this event and the next one? Nice. Okay. I would like to play a bit because I don't think I ever got... I think I'm still missing... I'll have to look when we log in. I think I'm still missing one of the Imperial City bosses during the event. Because I don't think we did that last time. And I also would like to go try to pie people. I would like to get the achievements. But I'm definitely not stressing for this one. Okay. Color is blue. So for every donation to St. Jude, you can contribute a word to our Mad Lib. Once this Mad Lib is filled out, then we will read it out loud and see what it sounds like. Also, perfect timing, bot. Thank you for dropping the link. can have a long queue, especially if your campaign is Grey Host. That's fair. That's definitely a fair thing to try to avoid things. I know, and it's one of those things like I like Imperial City. Iso, can we please have a PvE version of Imperial City? Because I do actually really like that zone. In off events. Yeah, it's like I always intend to play like and do some of the questing because I would like to go do the actual like storyline in Imperial City because there is PvE content even though it's a PvP zone. I would like to go do that and then I just never get around to it by the time the event comes back around. Okay, so if you all have not been here during a Bean Boozled jelly beans. Hold on, I'm being confuzzled as to how. I think this just pulls off. I didn't open the container. But Bean Boozled jelly beans can either taste great or they can taste bad, and I don't think this is actually cut to actually open it. Like, there's a pull here tab in the middle, but there's no like. Oh, there it goes. Okay. It's just really, really stuck. Okay, I got it. Okay, and then I think there's an arrow. I'm assuming this is a pull. Yes, because I got the container. Because I do have beans from last year, but I decided if I'm gonna eat a bean that's possibly gonna taste bad, I don't want it to taste bad and also be stale. So I did get some new beans. And I decided to get the container that will auto just, I put it up and down and then it will pick a bean for me. Yeah, come on. There we go. So I'm hoping that whatever bean it gives me, it's gonna taste good. I know Bo, I missed it. I know Bo probably wants it to taste bad. Okay. Oh, ew. Oh, even like the air that came out of the container smells bad. Okay, it did pull up 2. So that means I get to pick which one of these. I'm gonna go for this one. This is the dirty dishwater or birthday cake. The other one it pulled up is the stink bug and toasted marshmallow, and no. That one is eh. Oh, it like the container, just the inside smells bad. It's fine. Okay. I will suffer to help raise money for kids who are suffering. That is I'm willing. So for the kids. It's not bad. That's definitely supposed to be birthday cake because it definitely tasted sweet. Oh, the aftertaste isn't good though. Oh. Okay, that tasted good for like the first 2 seconds. There was like the blast of sweetness that definitely was supposed to be like the birthday cake taste. Oh, and then the rest of it just tasted bad. So that was supposed to be, I guess it's a good one. Okay. I don't know. I think that is purely I'm not a jelly bean person. So I do have lemonade here to wash out the whatever the heck taste I just ate. So Bo, thank you for donating to St. Jude. I appreciate you, and I know they do as well. If you would like to make me eat a bean, you can make me eat a bean. I do also have the spicy beans. I did get those as well. So if you want to really make me suffer, there are spicy beans. All right, that was not the worst Bean Boozle I'd ever done. I've gotten better at them, but they still are not pleasant to eat. They're not pleasant to eat unless if it's a blue one. The blue ones are always going to taste good because it's, what is it, Tutti Frutti or toothpaste? I don't know why. Oh no, it's toothpaste or berry blue. I was going to say, I don't know why toothpaste is supposed to taste bad. Like, isn't toothpaste supposed to, like, technically taste good? Because you are supposed to, like... I guess maybe it's supposed to be, like, toothpaste in jelly bean form is supposed to taste bad. Also, I'm at 669 champion points. Oh, it's because I haven't logged back into her since. I was going to say, hers says 68. But I do have 669. I hit that this morning that I hopped on and I did my Ritz. All my characters that aren't my main character still have event anniversary experience. That it has the buff hasn't run out on them yet. But today we are going to be doing a little bit of questing. In case anyone does not know or has forgotten, it is a Monday. I do limit myself to like 3 hours max on stream on Monday, at least for now. Oh, I need to, that's the other thing. Okay, if anyone wants to bug me later to remind me that I need to update my schedule in the panels, because I don't know what schedule is in the panels right now, but it's not the current one, I can tell you that. Do not look at CP level, I missed so much silly milestones. Yeah, I look at it because I still do... I do a little jump every time I get a champion point because I'm still disappointed that we get, you know, we get the pop-up, but like when you level up a character, you get the like dramatic flash of light. And when you're leveling up CP, you get nothing. Like you get like a little pop-up message, which is not as exciting. So I do a little jump with it. We are going to do some questing, and depending on how long this takes, I would like to try to hop into Sims. I did update the game this morning, so I'm hoping that it will actually function. I'm aware, based on social media stuff, that the EA app, like, shit the bed this past weekend and, like, was not working for a bunch of people. So if for some reason, Sims doesn't actually work, which in theory it should, we can always play some House Flipper or jump back into ESO. So, if you do not want spoilers for quests, I totally understand. We are going to be doing the Epilogue quests. So these are the quests that they're, you know, they're not the zone's main story. After questing through High Isle and questing through Galen, these quests unlock. So it's kind of the conclusion to the year-long story. And I'm excited because, as you can see, Zaji's standing over there. And I love Zaji. Should I... Hold on. Hold on. If we're gonna hang out with Zaji, we need to... I don't think I have the outfit that Zaji currently has on, but I do have an outfit of Zaji's. I think that's the only one we have. I don't know if you can get his other outfit as a costume. But we should hang out in our dragon, is it Dragon Guard? Dragon, yeah. Dragon Guard, okay. The conclusion, it's 3 parts, okay. I was figuring we would try to do like one part of it tonight. I know you said that they're longer quests, because obviously it's like a main story-ish quest. But I was thinking that we do one tonight. And then that would leave us, in theory, we could do one on Friday and then the other one on Saturday. The other thing is I'm trying to, I haven't decided yet. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. I was like, we'll see how far we get. You talk to every NPC. Okay. So it might take us a bit. It might take us a bit then. I don't know timing wise. I don't necessarily want to start Mass Effect on a Monday. So I think next week's Monday will be definitely like a wild card. We'll play some House Flipper. We'll play, you know, that or another simulation game or something like that. Because I don't necessarily want to start Mass Effect on a night that I need to stop at a certain point in time. The other thing is I haven't decided if I want to do the prologue quest for Necrome now, or if I want to wait until I know I'm going to quest through Necrome. So I still have to figure that out. Even without the mark, so I might go faster. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. If it's someone I know, then I probably will stop and talk to them. If not, I might just stick to the who has the quest marker dialogue. Hi, Zaji!
I knew it. This was all the fault of those damn druids.
Well, some druids. But Count Stefan and that
Who's
hero
talking?
from the mainland saved us.
I suppose.
Oh, they're talking.
House
Okay.
Leonard finally accomplished
I was
something.
trying to figure out which NPCs were talking. Hi, Zaji! Hi, Casca. So if you all have not quested through Southern Elsewhere, highly recommend.
Thank the moons. Zaji was worried you left with the tide. Lady Arabelle sent this one with urgent news.
Okay, what urgent news, Zaji?
Well, Lady Arabelle doesn't exactly trust Zaji with all the details, but she did impress upon Zaji that she had urgent matters to discuss with you. So, she sent Zaji to find you.
Okay, what did Lady Arabelle say exactly, Zaji?
Oh, she said, Zaji, I have urgent matters to discuss with our friend. Go find them, dear, and tell them to come talk to me at Mandrake Manor. That's exactly how she said it. Ask Casca, she heard it too.
I love that Zaji did a Lady Arab. I love that he did an impression of her. That was great. 10 out of 10. Okay, I'll meet Lady Arabelle at Mandrake Manor.
Come to think of it, this must be about the peace talks. Queen Irene and the other leaders are quite annoyed that the talks haven't started yet. Hurry, friend. Go to Mandrake Manor and tell Lady Arabelle that Zaji sent you, just like she asked.
So I'm wondering if you pick up this quest in High Isle, I would guess you don't see Zaji. Or maybe Zaji's still just finding you on High Isle. I'm assuming you could probably pick up this quest in High Isle as well. I did not think to look. I also had a guess that they were going to have something to do with the peace talks. So thinking back to our High Isle questing, I know it was a while ago, we did gather the Alliance leaders, and after finding and rescuing them and things, there were supposed to be peace talks about the war and such. Pick it up in many places. Okay. I just picked this one because Zaji and Casca. Okay, the peace talks haven't begun yet.
No, and Queen Irene grows more annoyed with every rise and fall of the sun. Inactivity pains her. Lord Bacaro keeps delaying, and Lady Arabelle isn't sure what to do. But these are details that Zaji isn't aware of. You should talk to her.
Okay, I was going to say Lord Bacaro has also been going back and forth because Bacaro was here in Galen with us. I was going to say, can I talk to Casca?
Politics. If there's one thing I hate more than those Ascendant Order bastards, it's politics. Hopefully, between you and Lady Arabelle, we can finish this business. Then Zaji and I can finally turn our full attention to restoring the pounds.
Alright. Dream always makes me aware of how snuffly my nose actually is. So I apologize for snuffles. My nose has just kind of been... It's like dried out, but like also kind of just snuffly weird. It's just... I am chalking it up to actually having allergies and being outside and touching... Well, I guess I technically kind of touched grass. I touched sand. Does that count? So many precious gems. Okay. Hi, old Shazam. Hello, how's it going? Welcome me in. I love Casco. Okay, that was not the button I thought it was pushing. Okay, so we're going to Mandrake Manor, so that means we need to boop ourselves over to High Isle. I haven't really done much in High Isle lately since we kind of... I think I actually zone completed it when we finished questing here. Yeah. I've been back and I did, like, a couple, you know, doing the dailies, but I haven't really done any just, like, wandering around lately. We did a couple dailies during the anniversary event that I tried to make it here at least on a few days to do some of those. I'm glad you're doing good. The other thing I was thinking about that made me remember achievements, because that was one thing I was working on, is I still don't have these achievements. I'm like halfway to getting the quest achievements here, which I would like to get. But the other thing I remembered is I wanted to check on the mayhem, because I would like to try to get more of these achievements. Beat 50 opponents. Oh, I'm actually not far off on that one. That's surprising. Wait a second. Did they change these? I don't see the pie quest. Or is that that's Jester's Festival? Is that what I'm thinking of? Is that the one I'm thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of, okay, I'm thinking of the pie quest. I was thinking, okay. No, I was thinking about the pie quest, but that's Jester's Festival. I always think that it's the Windstrike one because it's a PvP, though. Okay. So I need to win a battleground match. Okay. I could do that. I could do that, especially since this one, I only need 4 more people. Like, that's not that unreasonable, especially if I find a group. I would like to have more of the, like, event achievements, because New Life, I have all of them. Witches Festival, I thought I had all of them. I thought I had this one. Okay, I'll have to check on that. I'm getting distracted. We're here on a quest. We're not supposed to be achievement hunting right now. My brain's kind of been on an achievement run, so. Hi, Hono. It's good to see you. How's it going? Scared the shit out of you. It was loud. Yeah, that's fair. What'd you get? Did you get Taco Bell? Because Taco Bell sounds yummy. But definitely we should eat more food at home because we ate a lot of food at the beach. But nacho fries. Oh, is she out back? I wasn't expecting her to be out back. I was expecting her to be at her desk. Hello.
Ah,
Edgecard.
good to see you, my dear.
Hello.
She found you, I take it.
Yeah.
Come, we have much to discuss.
Lucky. Yes, was the top. Yes. I was just wondering what food you got, if you got food delivered. And I was guessing, based on the last delivery, maybe it was Taco Bell. Obviously, there's probably more than one place that delivers to your place, but I was taking a wild guess. Okay. The lemonade was a good choice. The lemonade was a good choice. I have eliminated the aftertaste of the Bean Boozled. Time for a Taco Bell break. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I've been trying to get less Taco Bell. Because I'd been doing like, you know, I was letting myself get it like once a week, and then there's been a couple weeks where I've gotten it a couple times. So I'm trying to like get back to like the once a week or less of it. It is currently nacho fry season, so that's kind of like, okay. And last Monday was like, no, I need emotional support, Taco Bell. Last Monday was I need emotional support, Taco Bell, because, yeah. Oh, also, just technically to update that for those of you who were here for that, that student is no longer coming to my classroom. And I'm happy that they're no longer coming to my classroom, because they can't handle the big space. So that's a good thing for safety reasons. I got scratched by a kindergartner. I had like a big scratch on, I had like a big one on this side and then like a little one on this side. So that student is no longer coming to my classroom, which is nice. Yes, because I'm a kind human being, and I tried to, you know, make it so the other kindergartner that the kid was trying to do it towards didn't get scratched in the face. I decided to try to be the intervene, and I got caught. So that student's no longer coming to my classroom. And it's one of those things that it sucks, because it's like they were doing so good. They were doing so good, and they were progressively getting better in my space, but then they lost it. So they're not coming to my space anymore, which is nice. Hi, Looney. It's good to see you. How's it going? Has no smell? Huh? Okay. Enter the middle. Oh, I was just filling Brando in that I was mentioning that, if you were here last Monday and I talked about that a kid scratched my arms, that student is no longer coming to my classroom, luckily. So that is my update. You're playing Dwarf? How's it going? That is one thing I did miss over the weekend, is playing Dwarf. And I very much was like, I'm not allowed to buy it on my Switch. I did play some Pokemon. I am still making slow progress on finishing the Arceus decks. I am committed to doing it. And y'all, the pain of getting some of these Pokemon. Like, to get Ursaluna, you have to evolve and whatever the other evolution is with a certain item that you have to find while riding Ursaluna when they're at night with a full moon. So, like, getting some of these Pokemon is, like, way more complicated than it has any right being. Oh, to preserve it? Okay. Really chill and satisfying, keeping you sane. It is a very fun game. If you all have not played Dwarf Romantic or seen it, highly recommend checking it out. If you like any kind of puzzly thing, or if you like any kind of like tile placing game, trying to figure out the best strategy. If you want a tidbit of advice, my thing would be perfect tiles are your friend. Perfectly placed tiles are your friend. Would be my tidbit of advice from my bit that I've played and from what I have watched of people playing. I started before stream. I was like, okay, I'm gonna like take a few minutes and I'm gonna play a little bit, because I know we'll get to talking to Lady Arabelle in a second. I ended up getting home later than I thought, because I remembered that we're working on putting together a staff number thing for the talent show for one of my schools, so we were working on that after school today. But there's a monthly map that is like a set seed to play each month, and I was like, oh, I saw the announcement for it. I was like, you know what? Last month I didn't try it because I was still like, I've played 3 full games now. I'm still feel like I'm very new to learning it still. But now that I've done that and have an understanding, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try the monthly seed. And it has a lot of flag quests, so that's going to be tricky. Starting to prioritize perfect placement and numbers plus quests over the exact number quests. Yeah, the exact number quests can be annoying. But the thing to keep in mind is it does have to be exactly that number, but once you hit that exact number that it wants, you can add more to it after that. If that makes sense. Yeah, that's the thing I'm still kind of learning, Looney, is when I found that I leave stuff open for what I think is probably too long. Because the problem is if you get those little flags that pop up, those quests you have to close off that section. And there's also achievements for like having a, you know, like train line of 25 tracks, but you have to have it closed off for it to count it and stuff like that. So I'm trying to find a balance between keeping some big areas of like the trees or the fields like open, but also still being able to close it off if I get a flag quest and I need to close it off for. And that's what I think that's what I'm still trying to learn to get a balance of. My third game was not as good as my second, or it was like my fourth game, whatever. One of my most recent ones was not as good as one of my other ones. Yeah, so you get another, like, 5 tiles for completing a flag quest. And the flag quests are ones that you have to, like, close off the area. Like, finish that zone. So. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to try out the monthly seed, because it's, like, flag quests. It's going to give you a bunch of them. I'm like, okay. So, we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I'm glad Zaji found you. Sometimes he actually manages to surprise me. You've already done so much. I hesitate to ask, but Lord Baccaro is reluctant to move forward with the peace talks while the Ascendant Order remains a threat.
You think the Ascendant Order still poses a threat to the peace talks?
The Ascendant Lord and his minions are still out there somewhere. Lord Baccaro is hesitant to proceed when an attack could occur at any moment. But I can't keep the Alliance leaders here much longer. Their patience with the situation grows thin.
Okay, would the Alliance leaders really abandon the peace talks now?
They are a proud and fickle lot, but they have one thing in common, dear. They respect you. Go to the city palace and talk to them. Ask them to remain patient. Then speak to Lord Baccaro. See if you can convince him to let me get things started.
Okay, I'll talk to the Alliance leaders and Lord Baccaro.
Find the Alliance leaders at Gonfalon Palace and convince them to wait just a little longer. After that, look for Lord Baccaro at the city's western docks. He's been there for days, overseeing the Society of the Steadfast Relief efforts for Galen.
Okay. Tell me about these relief efforts.
According to the reports I received, you were there, my dear. You saw firsthand
I was
the
gonna say.
destruction at Bastir, the rumblings from Epilogue. The Society of the Steadfast is sending aid to the islands as quickly as their ships can make the journey.
Why is... I don't need to be reminded who Lord Baccaro is. I want to click on the other one, though.
Find the Alliance leaders at Gonfalon Palace.
I want to know why they're at the palace.
I had to put them somewhere, dear. And Mandrake Manor isn't large enough to keep them comfortable and adequately separated. There's more than enough room in the palace to make sure they don't engage in any unchaperoned squabbling.
Can't you let them return to their own kingdoms until we deal with the Ascendant Order?
That would never work. It took untold hours of planning and preparation to get them here in the first place.
Yeah, fair.
And then we nearly lost them on multiple occasions. No, this is our one chance for peace. We won't get another if they leave.
Okay. Monthly is fun because you can start with only a few tiles. Yeah, but complete quests. Yeah, that was the thing I noticed. Like, I only placed like 10 tiles or something in the monthly so far. But, like, the amount of quests that it gives you right away is like, oh, like, all the quests. That would never work. Yes. Hi, Bella. Did you need to say hi to everybody? I know. I like to think that they missed us while we were gone, but I think they like that my dad came over and like, you know, like fed them, filled their water, you know, took care of stuff while we were at the beach. And I think they liked that he came over and like, you know, he played with them for a bit and stuff too. So I think it was good for my dad to come over and get away from the house for a bit. Ooh, pick my pet and ESO. I keep meaning to make a... I want to make like a Google Doc that has pictures of these. A Baella pet. So should I get a cat out then? I have a piebald cat. I guess this would probably be the closest. I have a caramel cat. A one cat pet. Okay. The closest looking one? Okay, I was gonna say, this is probably the closest that I have. It doesn't have, like, the stripeness, but this is, like, the wrong color. I don't know. I guess it's, like, go for a closer color or go for the more stripiness. Yeah. Are you just adorable? Yes, yours the baby. It was actually really cute. On my time hop, I had some pictures pop up of the cats from like 3 years ago at the rental, and that would have been... I need to go back and look, because it's on a VOD somewhere, like the day we got the cats, and I don't remember what that day is. I need to go look so we can actually like do a like gotcha day celebration with the cats. But they were so small that they were, oh, that was a loud thunderclap. We were told that they were like close to a year when we got them, but like seeing the pictures of them 3 years ago, they're like still like kittens. Like they're still like, you know, at the stage of like, they're, you know, mostly fully grown, but they're like haven't fully grown to match their tail. Like their tails look really big in comparison to their body. So, re-roll for better cats? What? Oh.
Find the alliance leaders.
Okay. I meant to move, and then I accidentally pushed the E, and then my character kind of got stuck. Okay, we gotta talk to Jakar.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Save the day once and everyone expects you to do it again. But save the day twice, you'll never know a moment's peace. Don't worry, I won't get in your way. I'm officially out of the hero business. For real this time.
Alright. I appreciate that we can actually talk to them and stuff. Oh, a gotcha day. Oh. I'm not gonna re-roll for better cats, no. I do like the 2 cats that we have currently. They are very adorable. And for the most part, very snuggly. Yeah. Yeah. Are you the snuggle girl? Yeah. Yeah, use a cute. Let's see. Do we actually have an auto run in ESO? Yeah, we do. Okay. It's like, I think I have this bound. It's an S rank cat. I mean, if there was only one, I guess. I'm trying to steer while also holding on to Bella. Yes, we're adorable. Yeah, I guess we have like, there's like the auto move that I don't remember key binding it to my mouse, but for some reason it's bound to one of the like keys on my Hi, Bella, on my mouse. What are you doing? Oh, I see. Hold on, honey. Hold on. I know. Put it over there. And I'm silly, and I have a giant Pokemon card. Plastic. Okay. Oh, y'all, I have, the wall of it's fine. I had plastic stuff sitting on the hat tree. Also a giant Pokemon card. Because I took all my Pokemon cards to the beach to chill and sort them, and Talarian helped me get them because we had whenever that was on stream. Oh, it's more than a year ago because it was at least it was like pre-Gen 9 because I only had sorted through Gen 8. That we went and put them in order, and I got most of them in the binder. I ran out of sheets like to put the cards in, so we have more here that I can, you know, get and put the cards in, but we didn't bring them all to the beach with us. So we got all Gen 1 through 6. Plus I decided to put all my fancy like GX, EX cards, whatever, like just in like a couple page spread of things. So I put all of those in there, but Gen 7 and 8 still need to go in. But we got everything organized because everything had been sorted. We did it on stream that I sorted it by gen, but I hadn't taken each gen and put it in order. So they were like, here's the Gen 6, but they're all just in a big stack. Ocean. We went to the ocean. It was very nice. It was very nice to get away and chill and eat some good food and just relax. And we watched, normally when we're at the beach, we actually end up watching a bunch of Disney movies. But we got to the beach on Thursday night, so we're like, okay, we gotta watch Star Wars because it was the 4th. We gotta watch a Star Wars movie. And then that kind of set us on a like, we're gonna watch action movies. So we proceeded to watch the original 3 Matrix movies, and then we watched some Pirates of the Caribbean, and we did end up watching Tangled. We did end up getting a little bit of Disney stuff in there. I know Star Wars counts as Disney, but we're talking like we watched the original trilogy. So technically those aren't Disney. So we watched movies, we went down to the beach, we went into town and did shopping, and we went to the arcade and played some games at the arcade, and that was fun. And yeah, I want to go back. I want to go back. We'll go back if for future planning, whatnot. My actual official like streamiversary is July 2nd. I don't know why I didn't wait like a week or something, but we are gonna go to the beach for 4th of July. Because none of the other family members have claimed the beach house for the 4th of July, so we're saying that we're gonna go for the 4th of July. So we'll do like a, what are we at, 4 years of streaming, 4 years streamiversary celebration when we get back from that. Laser battles and pink ponies are a thing? In what, Jessica?
They've separated us, have us under constant guard. I feel like a prisoner. And all because Lord Bicaro wants to maintain the sanctity of his peace talks. But I want to hear your news. Where have you been, my friend?
To Galen and Iflon. I stopped a plot involving the Fire Song Druids and Sea Elves.
Druids and Sea Elves?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Impressive as always. And have you learned anything more about the Ascendant Order and its mysterious lord?
Not yet. But Lady Arabelle is running down some new leads. We'll get the peace talks going soon.
Yes, yes. For a Breton noble, Lady Arabelle seems quite competent. I know my father trusts her, despite her ties to Emmerich and the Covenant. We'll get to it. I can't wait to get out of this room so we can finally start talking.
All right. Disney movies? Oh, for like, are we saying like Star Wars and ponies and yeah, but it was a good marathon. We need to actually we need to watch I guess it's the 4th Matrix movie, because Talarian hasn't seen that one. We watched it as a movie night, but Talarian hasn't seen it. Yes, okay.
I used to enjoy my visits to the archipelago. It was a welcome change from the hustle and bustle of my court. But because of the Ascendant Order, I'm practically a prisoner in here. But tell me, what have you been up to?
I went to Galen and Iflon. I stopped a plot involving the Firesong Druids and the Sea Elves.
More druidic traitors? I really must have a talk with their elders. And they were working with sea elves. That's not an alliance I would have predicted. But what about the Ascendant Order? Any sign of them or their lord?
Lady Arabelle is running down some new leads while we work to get the peace talks underway.
Aha, Arabelle. She's never failed me yet. Give her whatever help she requires. I haven't spoken to Irene or Ernskar since the celebration. I think I actually miss them. The guards are overly protective of us, and we had practically no contact.
You haven't spoken to the other leaders?
No. Lord Bacaro wants the peace talks to occur under controlled conditions. He's
Fair.
worried that if left to our own devices, we'd start another war. But he's wrong. We're all a bit hot-headed and stubborn, if you hadn't noticed.
I had noticed. I definitely had noticed. I know, I like his outfit. You haven't seen any of the Matrix movies? Looney, I do recommend, if you like action movies, if movies with a lot of like scenes that are just like people punching and fighting and whatever is like not your thing, then some of it might not be your thing. But if you like sci-fi-ish stuff as well, definitely cool. I would say watch all 3, because so the first one is kind of like the setting everything up and understanding the universe and everything of what, you know, of what's happening. And then 2 and 3 are actually a part 1 and a part 2. So if you only watch 2, you're going to get a cliffhanger. It says to be continued at the end of the second movie. The second movie and the third movie actually came out in the same year. They came out, you know, like whatever, 6 months apart kind of thing. So movies 2 and 3 are actually a, you know, it's a continuation of the story from 1, but part 2 does not fully, you know, find the conclusion. That's why there's a third movie. So, if that helps at all. Yeah. And then the 4th movie is a lot newer. But it is also very, very interesting as well. Yeah, so the trilogy as a whole, the 3 movies is like they're a continuation of each other. But the first movie finds a bit of a conclusion-ish. But the second, at the end of the second movie, you know kind of where the third movie's going, of like there's more things to happen still. So I did not know that watching the second one for the first time. And I was like, wait, there's no way they could fit all of this in. We've been watching this movie for however long. And then I found out, oh, okay, they came out in the same year, and it's a part 1 and a part 2, essentially. So I would say watch them. I quite enjoyed watching them. But it's specifically like, if you don't like action movie things, and if you find like some combat sequences that last longer than 30 seconds to be boring, you might not love them, but they are still, in terms of if you like sci-fi stuff, they're still a good watch. So yes, and the bot is dropping it there. If you want to check out that link, we are raising money for St. Jude all month long. There are a lot of different incentives, and we do also have some fun milestones like just dance streams and scary games on there to make me play scary games. So, of the first 2 Die Hard movies, okay, I've not seen Die Hard. I've not seen Die Hard, but if you like action movies that are done well, The Matrix is definitely done well. The Matrix is definitely done well. I will say that, at least in terms of my opinion. All right. Also, okay.
Do you bring news, my friend? Is Lord Bacaro ready to summon us so we can finally engage in the discussions of peace?
Her outfit color looked different to me than usual, but I think that it just might be the lighting of the room. Love The Matrix. Okay. I really enjoyed watching The Matrix. I think it's a really cool, I think it's a really cool concept, and I think it's a really cool idea. And the movies do a really good job of, like, the world building aspect of it. And even though there are, like, a lot of combat scenes and whatnot, they don't feel repetitive, because each one is, you know, different location or different shots, different ways of attack. Like, you know, there's differences and things. It doesn't feel like just they're punching each other back and forth for, like, eternity. For, like, and not actually feeling like anything's happening, if that makes sense. Because I feel like sometimes action sequences can be just like, yes, they're still fighting. They're still doing the same aggressive attack over and over in different directions. Like, I like how it's done. Like, our action cooked around here. Okay. Also, there's a Pokemon. Okay, not yet. The Ascendant Order is still out there, but Lady Arabelle is running down new leads.
Well, that's something, at least. I swear, though, if something doesn't change soon, I'm going to call for Captain Zaji and return to my own domain. I've been absent long enough as it is.
You'd abandon the peace talks.
Locked away for my safety is not what I had imagined when I agreed to attend this conference. I'll abide a little longer, but my royal patience is growing quite thin. Go, my friend. End the threat so we can get to the business that brought us here.
All right. Okay, we gotta go find Lord Bacaro. Yes. Queen Irene is the best. I love Queen Irene. I'm trying to remember which NPC it was. There was an NPC, I think it was in High Isle. We discovered an NPC that, I don't know how the voice actor, I don't know how that got past editing and everything, but somehow there is a character in this game that does not say Queen Irene. I don't remember how they said it, but they did not say it correctly. I don't remember who that was, but there's an NPC that just, like, does not say Irene. I don't remember. I think they say it Irene, maybe? I think they say Irene instead of Irene. But every other NPC in this game says Irene. Yeah. But Queen Irene is definitely, like, in the top of favorite characters. I would say Raz is probably my favorite character. She'd actually probably be in third place in terms of my favorites, because Raz has to be first. Raz has to be my favorite character in this game. And then, I think Zaji gets second place. And then Queen Irene would probably be third. But there's also a lot of awesome characters in here, and I feel bad leaving Casca out of that, because Casca is also really awesome. There are some really awesome characters, but those probably, like, definitely leaning towards Elsewhere and Altmary Dominion things are my favorite parts. Yeah, little Rez. I still can't get over how cute the little Lurk animated turned out. It's so cute. Also, yes, thank you, Lurkers, for chilling. I appreciate you being here. I went down the wrong pathway, apparently, because I'm looking at the mini-map and realizing... Lord Baccaro is down on the other side of the docks. So, there we go. I like that they're incorporating Baccaro into this, of him, like, actively sending stuff to Galen, because, you know, essentially we just finished all that, so it makes sense that he would still be involved with the Galen
Let's
stuff
get
right
these
now.
supplies on board. The people of Galen need our assistance.
I'll take care of things here.
The defender of the three thrones and the savior of the sisters.
Why, that is me.
Afraid you've caught me at a bad time. The Society of the Steadfast is needed in Vastir, and my ship is ready to depart. I decided to oversee the relief efforts personally.
Good for you, but also you have other things that need to be done. Lady Arabelle sent me. She'd like to get the peace talks underway.
Lady Arabelle uses every weapon in her arsenal. I suppose that's why I hired her. But the timing isn't right, my friend. There's too much at stake to risk another setback. Once the most recent threats have been eliminated, then we may begin.
What recent threats?
I was about to send word to Lady Arabelle. My scouts reported new Ascendant Order activity at the Defort shipyards. I sent a messenger there to confirm these reports, but they have yet to return. I fear Duchess Alea has fooled us all.
Duchess Alea? What do you mean?
After you discovered that her brother was the Ascendant Magus and killed him,
Right?
Duchess Alea claimed no involvement. She was stoic in her grief and assured me her brother acted without her permission or foreknowledge. Since you're here...
I was gonna say, Alea's probably up to something. It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me. What are you thinking, Lord Baccaro?
If you're still working with Arabelle, then you can look into the validity of this threat. Discover what became of my messenger at the Defort shipyards. That would ease my mind while I aid Vastir and get us closer to starting the peace talks.
Alright. Well, let's investigate the shipyards then. Is that... That's not here, is it? That's... Okay, I was gonna say, I think that's the ones of, like, in between the islands. Yeah, okay. Let's head back up this way. Oh, right, I forgot there's enemies there. I forgot those were there. We have Ascendant people chilling here. Yes, I'm using a meteor on that. I'm still trying to get that alt. Did it make it to 3? Did it make it to 3 yet? I was trying to get it to be... Oh no, it's still at 2. Because what is it under? It's under... Mage's Guild? Mage's Guild. Yeah, it's still at 2. Okay. I've been trying to get that to be leveled up because it's not even morphed yet. I need to look at what morph I need to use with it. But I think it is cool still. Oh, that's the other thing I need to remember to do in High Isle. I need to run around and do, there's like the small lava vents that need to be sealed like 30 different times for an achievement. I have definitely been motivated to do some achievement hunting in this game, but also I miss questing in Final Fantasy. I've done a little bit of it recently, but I would like to get back to questing in Final Fantasy because I would like to make some more progress in that. And there's also technically an event going on in Final Fantasy right now that I would like to get some more of the currency for. And I don't, for any of you who play Final Fantasy, this event is out until like the next update comes out. And I was looking at the Moogle store for it, and there's some items from like the last one in there, but they use a different currency. And I'm like, is that just there in case you still have more of that currency? Because I don't think I can get that currency. But there's some items in there that would be really cool to have, but I don't think I can get them. Hi, NLA. How's it going? Goodness. We are chilling, and I'm still drinking lemonade. because I'm hoping that the Bean Boozled, like, you know what, with the Bean Boozled, like, I'm confident that, like, the aftertaste of a Bean Boozled isn't gonna come back, but there's still just the, like, what if it does? And it wasn't even like a bad tasting bean. It was supposed to be the good flavor. Strange day, met a prince. Not exactly an ordinary day, huh? I hope it went well. But also meeting a prince. That sounds so fancy. Like, what? I am curious as to why you got to meet a prince, because that just sounds cool. That is not a friend. Are they in there? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, there's definitely Ascendant Order people here, which is not exactly ideal for us. Why should I not moving sideways? Because there's apples there. Think it did? Okay. I'm disappointed that I can't sit on that little desk table thing. Okay, deal with the messenger. Knight Captain. The Society of the Steadfast sent a messenger named Dukin Genis to the Dufort shipyards. They have orders to confirm our takeover of the shipyards and report our activity there to Lord Baccaro. When the messenger arrives, deal with them. Confirmation of our presence must remain secret for as long as possible. The Dufort shipyards are vital to our efforts to rebuild our forces. Maintain our control through whatever means you deem necessary, the Ascendant Lord. I was gonna say, is she the Lord and he was just the Magus? Uh-oh. Yeah, because the Ascendant Order is definitely in control of this area, which is not what we want when we're trying to have peace talks. I get Lord Baccaro wanting to wait, but also, like, I don't get why they can't just go talk while we deal with everything else. Gave him and his delegation a tour of our lab. That's cool. But that's super cool. Okay, also, I don't think I did endeavors today. I wanted to check. Okay, I did one. Maybe we could go place some furnishings. Maybe we should go house decorating and place 7 furnishings. The dockmaster assures me that these hooded knights are just mercenaries hired by House Dufort to guard the shipyards, but I don't trust him. In fact, I don't see a single laborer here bearing the emblem of House Dufort. I fear the reports Lord Baccaro received about rogue knights commandeering the shipyards prove true. I intend to bring this information to Lord Baccaro's attention at once. Though the dockmaster insisted I tour the yard before departing, a refusal could arouse suspicion, so returning to Steadfast Manor will have to wait just a little longer. Well, they paid the price for that. Right? NLA, the true cool kid. Exactly. NLA, the cool. Oh.
Will destroy you.
NLA, the coolest one among us. Okay, let's mount up so I don't have to fight. Dang it, Ember. I was gonna say, so I don't have to fight everybody, and then Ember started attacking someone, so I couldn't mount up. It's fine. Okay. Unless if I have a specific reason, I don't necessarily want to stop and, like, talk or, attack every single thing. I do want to level Ember, but I'm not in as much of a rush to level her, knowing that it's going to become easier to level her. I think it's come next update. I think. Got paper crown once and said my doll was the queen of the dollhouse, so royals can be closer than we think. Okay, fair enough. What, Bella? Okay, she was laying facing the other way, and now she's like sat up, and now she's staring at me. Yes, you're adorable. Yeah, you're adorable. I need to get another webcam so I can have a second camera. So we can set up a cat cam so you all can see just them chilling over here. Yeah. And they could watch you be cute. Cause she's literally like it's like just out of the cam here. Corn Queen. I will say, y'all, if you have not taken a look at the $500 milestone for raising money for St. Jude, the link did just get dropped in the bot there. If you have not checked out the $500 milestone, and if you are a fan of the Corn Queen, you might want to check it out. Just saying.
Cyclo, terrible news.
Uh-oh.
Lady Arabelle has succumbed to some unknown malady. She's upstairs in bed waiting for you.
Oh. Didn't X out. There it goes. Also, there is a Pokemon. Anyone wants to catch it? I didn't realize there was a third story to this.
Welcome, my dear. And wipe that expression off your face. I'm not dead yet.
Don't die. It's bad for your health.
You need to rest.
Don't die. It's bad for your health. Blamed. I'm scared. Bo, thank you for the bits, you goober.
I want to hear all about your conversations with the Alliance leaders and Lord Bakara, dear. But I think we need to deal with this situation I find myself in first, if that's all right with you.
What's wrong with you, Lady Arabelle?
Poison, I should think. It has all the usual signs. Right after you left, I received a package. My favorite wine. And a note of congratulations for saving the Alliance leaders. I should have known better than to pour a glass, but here we are.
That's not good. Oh, thank you for the bits. Any idea who sent you the wine?
The note was suspiciously vague about that. If I hadn't been tired and thinking about 12 dozen other things, that should have set off a warning bell. Instead, no matter. Tell me, is Lord Bakara ready to start the peace talks?
Not yet. He sent me to the Dufort shipyards. The Ascendant Order is still using them.
How can that be? Duchess Alea assured me she had retaken control of her shipyards. We'll deal with that later. Right now, I need you to figure out where that package came from. Determine who wants me out of the way. Nothing has been touched.
I'll figure out who sent the poison, Lady Arabelle.
Everything is still exactly where I left it. Examine the note and bottle carefully. See if you can trace them back to their origin. And talk to Ravana. She's been working to identify the poison and figure out an antidote. My life is in your hands.
Do you often receive gifts from unidentified admirers?
More often than you might expect, actually. Comes with the territory. I am rather famous, dear. Still, I should have been more careful. I can't afford to make a mistake like that again. People who send expensive gifts usually want to take credit.
Any idea who might have sent the poisoned wine to you?
Just guesses. I suspected the Ascendant Lord, but your news about the Dufort shipyards concerns me. Did we misjudge Duchess Alea? Was she working with her brother? Is she part of the Ascendant Order?
That's what I'm thinking.
We need evidence before we can make an accusation.
Yeah, that's fair. I was gonna say, like, it makes a lot of sense that it would be. I think it's funny that we could just search that and that's not a steal. But it would make a lot of sense, because if it's her shipyards and she said they're fine and they're not... No evidence! Witch hunt! I mean, the evidence is she stated that there's no Ascendant Order at the Dufort shipyard. And we went there, and there's only Ascendant Order at the Dufort shipyard. So, like, that's very suspicious.
Lady Arabelle is fortunate that Zaji sent for me and not one of the Society of the Steadfast's Menders. They wouldn't have been able to counteract the poison.
What do you mean?
This poison smells slightly of garlic and has all the earmarks of a druidic compound, but its effects remind me of much older recipes. No healer without druidic training would have even recognized some of the ingredients that make up the poison.
Okay, so were you able to nullify the poison?
No. But I have given Lady Arabelle a tincture that will keep her stable and slow down the poison's most deadly effects. I need to return to my workshop, analyze the components, and consult my ancient herbal apothecary. I'm sure I've seen this before.
What should I do?
Just what Lady Arabelle asked. Discover where the poisoned wine came from and who sent it. I'll leave more of my tincture with Zaji and give him exact instructions. Then I need to go do research of my own. Meet me at my workshop as soon as you can.
Okay. Examine the bottle.
Any distinctive markings on the bottle, dear?
To Lady Arabelle de Vaux, Mandrake Manor, Gonfalon Bay. Once again, you have outdone yourself, my lady. I am quite certain that by your actions, the leaders of the three alliances were spared a grueling and painful death, and peace remains not only a hope, but a real possibility. Please enjoy this rare vintage with my compliments, and keep up the good work. From a devoted and grateful admirer.
You must be my eyes and ears on this, dear. Tell me what you've discovered.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, I really hate being so impotent. Ravana tells me her tincture defers the worst effects of the poison, but I still feel weak. Like my blood is on fire. Enough of my problems. Tell me what you saw when you examined the note and the bottle.
The note doesn't reveal much, but the bottle bears the House Dufort seal. It's a singular amber.
Let me guess. The 571 vintage. I'd be hard-pressed to refuse such an exquisite wine. Ashcroft's Fine Goods and Imports. Only place on the island that might have any bottles available, other than the Duchess's private stores. Go talk to them, dear.
Okay. I'll go see what I can learn at Ashcroft's Fine Goods and Imports.
Ask for Fillion Ashcroft, the proprietor. He knows me well and keeps a spot in Bayside Artisans here in town. And while Ravana works on an antidote, I'll send Zaji to make sure the Alliance leaders don't accept any mysterious gifts.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We should probably be like, hey, Alliance leaders, which also, they're very heavily guarded right now. So I feel like that wouldn't even be able to get to them because it would have to go through the guards, and I'm sure the guards would inspect anything of that kind of sort. Can we talk to Zaji?
Poison. You must find who would do such a thing to Lady Arabelle. Zaji and Casca will not leave her side. You have my word on that.
Good.
Poison is a coward's weapon. I should have smelled it the moment Lady Arabelle uncorked the wine. Go, Five Claw. Find the coward and make them pay. We'll watch over Lady Arabelle, I promise.
Okay. Thank you, Casca. I like that they still have dialogue. Like, because they very well could have, like, made them not have something, but it makes them still feel more involved in the story, even though, like, they're not... You know, Zaji and Casca aren't playing, like, main characters in the story this time. There's admirers, toss it in the trash. Yeah, I kind of, you know, it's one of the things that I feel like is you're able to kind of forget once you get into the questing, is forgetting that a lot of people actually do know Lady Arabelle. Which, like, it makes sense for things, but, like, it's something that I forget sometimes just because, you know, typically the characters, unless if we're like talking like the alliance leaders and stuff like that, the characters that we're questing along with aren't necessarily like super famous people in places. Like, you know, obviously with exception of the alliance leaders and like, you know, a lot of people in Tamriel know like Lyris and, you know, Sai Sahan and stuff like that. But oh, the other thing I need to do, I need to look up a list of Galen. It's steel. It is steel. Okay. I need to look up a list of Galen places for the pets, of which pets I'm supposed to pet, because I need to do that achievement because I want to have that achievement. Okay, it's just items from the environment. Okay. We're stealing things. We're being a thief because endeavors. And my brain is remembering that at the moment because there's actually like a few things for us to steal around in here. This is also where we can do like writs and stuff, but I've already done my writs for today. So we're doing a few little loot goblin things. Because might as well while I'm remembering it. Because I would like to remember to do the things. Can I just steal his drinks? I can. I can. Okay. Can I sneak and get another one? Can I stay hidden and get... Will it let me click on it? How did he not see me? How... Is this super stealth? I don't think I can click on the other one. Okay. Okay, let's actually talk to him now.
Welcome to Ashcroft's Fine Goods and Imports. I am Fillion Ashcroft, proprietor and expert on all things luxurious and exquisite.
My.
What might I help you with today?
This bottle of wine. Do you recognize it?
Let me see. Yes, a fine vintage. Very fine indeed. I may have sold a bottle or two recently, but I don't make a habit of discussing my clients' orders. What is this about, if I may be so bold?
Lady Arabelle received this bottle as a gift, but the wine inside was poisoned.
What? I had no idea! Lady Arabelle is one of my best customers. I swear on my reputation, that wine left this shop unaltered. In fact, I only made one sale that included this particular vintage recently. It was a rather large order, in fact.
Okay, who placed the order?
Oh, this is awkward. Castle Navir's seneschal placed the order, claimed he needed to replenish the cellars for Duchess Alea, and demanded I sell back the wine I had purchased from them. That exact vintage, to be precise. You'll want to talk to them.
Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet this is gonna get connected back to the Duchess. So far, everything is getting connected back to the Duchess. So either someone is framing her very well, or the Duchess is up to something. Okay,
And up we go.
are we going out? Are we going over to the Dufords? Oh, we're going over here. Okay. Let us... go this way. And up to the Way Shrine. Can we just take a moment to be impressed that I was able to quickly figure out which direction in the city to go to get to the Way Shrine? Because I feel like I am so bad at that sometimes. And I get so lost. And it's so silly. Like, y'all, I got lost. Like, you know, I got confused for a second of which direction to go from, like, when I was, you know, driving us from a place in town, like, back to the beach house. For reference, there's, like, no turns. Like, you turn out of the neighborhood where the beach house is, and then you just go straight until you get to town. And then you can turn back around and go the other way. It's fine. I'm totally not directionally impaired. Totally not.
Hero of the sisters, you're always welcome here.
Oh, right.
The Duchess
Okay.
will see you in the Night's Wing.
What about me? I've been waiting hours to make my delivery.
The Duchess is much too busy right now, courier. Take your wagon to the jousting tents. The Duchess will send someone to deal with you shortly.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. Getting so lost in Xenoblade 2. Like a good kind of lost? Or like we're getting lost into it, or are we just getting completely lost and not knowing where to go? Because that can be kind of annoying in games. Oh, because the areas are so big and fun to explore, and also the map. It's just kind of... Y'all don't inhale spit. I don't recommend it. It's fine. It's a good lost. Okay. Yes, Sparkles, I'm totally not directionally impaired. But a little overwhelming just because how epic these zones are. Okay. Honestly, Xenoblade definitely looks like a really fun game to play. Wasn't planning on it? Okay. Alright. I should also listen that my body wants to get up and wiggle, so I should do that.
I always knew them.
Because how long? Oh, I guess I have been live for a second.
Done.
I should do that. So before we go and talk to the Duchess, I'm going to hop up. I'm going to do a wiggle. I'm going to do a stretch. I'm going to do the thing. I suggest you do so as well. Also, Jessica, do you remember at all of, like, if I'm going to talk to the Duchess, are we anywhere near the end of this quest, if you possibly know? I'm totally, honestly, if we end up just playing ESO tonight, I know I haven't been playing as much Sims, but we're so close to finishing the stuff. Where are you? I just walked into the Knights. I just came over to Castle Navir into the Knights' quarters to go try to talk to the Duchess. Maybe halfway? Okay. Because right now, like, I'm having to, like, pick and choose between, like, do we still play Sims, or do we continue to focus on... Oh, excuse me. Or do we continue to focus on ESO and finish that so we can get... We're so... Y'all, once we finish these epilogue story things, we're starting Mass Effect. So I'm really excited for that. Like, I'm really enjoying the quests. But I'm not in a rush to finish them, obviously, because I keep standing here and talking. But I do want to finish them. Decided what you play next. Okay, I am gonna do a wiggle break, and then we will play some Minesweeper when I get back. Sound like a plan? I think that sounds like a good plan. All right, I'm gonna get up and wiggle before I get distracted again. Okay? Okay, I'll be right back. Brando, if you're still here, you need to look at your quote that Goldie pulled up. It's funny. So Chunk's quote. Oh no. That's broken. No, I think it's working. I mean, it gave you a 20. So congrats on the 20. We'll take event Dungy. Have fun. Do the thing. So did it give everyone 500 then? Instead of just you? Is that what it does? It's fine. I guess everyone... Oh. Give a random... No, because that's... Because what it's telling... I think NLA has it that NLA's bot actually tells the thing to do the... I don't know. I don't know how NLA has it set up, to be honest. Don't remember saying. It does sound like me. I know, it's like... I don't think the bots pulled that one up in a bit, because I have not seen that one recently. At least I don't remember seeing that one recently. But yeah, I hope you maybe got up and did a little wiggle, did a little stretching. I got up and wiggled, and I maybe went and ate an Oreo because we have Oreos. So I got up and I wiggled and I ate an Oreo. So it felt like a good wiggle break. Kind of like water, but can't stand railroads. Okay, fair. The railroads can be a little annoying. I find my problem with the water is the water I like to make a nice looking area, and then I get a quest that's like 6 exactly water things, and then I have to like start another water thing because I can't add it to the other one because it's too many. Yeah, the water is a bit more flexible because you can kind of pick which direction it's going. So it's definitely a lot easier to figure out a place for it. But like the railroads, with railroads, you don't really have a lot of options for it. So I definitely specifically make a place, like I make a section that like this is my railroad area. And I do keep the railroads contained to like one part of the map. The water, not so much. The water, I usually end up with like multiple different places for it. But The railroads are definitely like a one spot. Hello, Duchess. Railroad hell. Yeah. The only thing that redeems it, though, is you do get a little choo-choo train that will drive along your train track eventually, and it's so cute. It's so cute. Yes, no transportation occurs. It just all goes in a big circle. Exactly.
Lady Arabelle's assistant? How good to see you again. But I don't remember your name on my schedule today. Did we have an appointment?
I was gonna say, do you even remember my name? Or am I just Lady Arabelle's assistant? It sounds like you don't remember my name, is what it sounds like. Also, I know it's because, you know, the voice actor can't say every character's name. Okay, I have some difficult questions to ask you, Duchess.
Do tell. Well, go ahead. After everything you've done for the people of the archipelago, you've earned the right to be direct with me.
Okay, Lady Arabelle was poisoned. The wine was part of a large order your Central placed recently.
Lady Arabelle poisoned? Is she all right? But what was that about wine? I haven't placed any orders recently. Not while the castle is still in disrepair. And I haven't appointed a new seneschal since that trouble with Steward Hercian.
Okay. What about the Ascendant Order? They control Dufort shipyards.
Again? I thought my knights ran them off after that terrible business with my brother. Thank you for bringing me the news. I'll send a battalion to deal with them right away. I know how this must look, but I am not in league with those malcontents.
You still sound... You still are suspicious, though. You're still very suspicious, Duchess. Lord Baccaro seemed to think otherwise.
Did he? Well, I want the Ascendant Lord brought to justice, the same as you. That wine that poisoned Lady Arabelle, was it a Dufort Singular Amber, vintage 571? I received a similar gift this morning. It's in the Knight Commander's private chamber.
Yeah, don't drink that. Don't drink that. That very well also might be poisoned. Do not drink. Hi, Resident Hearts. It's good to see ya. How's it going? I should examine the gift you received.
The Knight Commander insisted that the anonymous gift be tested before I consumed so much as a drop.
That's good.
It's in her private chamber, waiting for one of my handmaidens to come by and taste it. Feel free to perform your own investigation.
Okay, tell me more about this gift you received, Duchess.
There's not much to say. It arrived without fanfare, with an anonymous note. The vintage was my father's favorite. He was still new to his role as Duke when the vineyard turned out those precious bottles.
Okay, why would someone send you a gift of your own wine?
We depleted our own stores of that vintage a long time ago. But everyone at court knows I was fond of that wine. We opened a bottle once a year to celebrate my father and the elevation of House Dufort. I was quite sad when we uncorked the last one.
Going good. It's good to be here. I'm glad to have you here. We are currently questing through the epilogue quests for last year's ESO year-long story because I'm a bit behind on questing in terms of new content. But we're questing through the epilogue, and I'm liking it so far. We're investigating some things that kind of were, you know, loose threads left from the other questline stuff. So we are also raising money for St. Jude, so if anyone wants to check out the campaign link there, that is there. Bean Boozles have arrived, so that incentive should be activated on there and all those things. So if you want to check any of those out, those are there. There's also a Pokemon, so I'm going to push that button. Also, I was going to roll with you, Goldie, and I got distracted and didn't push the button. An 8? Okay, well, it could be worse. It could be worse. Here's the wine. To Duchess, Elena de Fort, Castle Navir. As the anniversary of the ascension of House de Fort approaches, I thought you might like a bottle of your family's favorite wine. I know how hard these are to come by. May you raise a glass to your house and to your father's memory, and long may House Dufort reign over the archipelago. From a devoted and grateful admirer. I feel like it. She's less suspicious now. If she got sent a bottle of poisoned wine as well, but also like she very well could have sent herself a bottle of poisoned wine to make it look like she's not suspicious of being a part of the Ascendant Order. So she's definitely still high on the sus list. That is for sure.
What do you think? Did someone send me the same gift that poisoned poor Lady Arabelle?
The note and the wine are the same. Do you have any idea where the gift came from?
As we discussed, and you no doubt noticed, the letter was unsigned. My knight commander insisted on having someone else taste the wine before she would allow any to pass my lips. I'm just glad you arrived before that happened.
Yes, but we're no closer to figuring out who sent the poisoned wine.
Hold on. Earlier you mentioned that the shopkeep claimed that my seneschal placed an order for a large amount of wine. While we did no such thing, one of my sentries informed me that a courier had arrived with an unscheduled delivery.
Right, I noticed them talking when I arrived at the castle. The sentry ordered them to wait.
Then your answer may be right outside. I told the sentry to have them wait by the jousting tents until I was ready to deal with the mix-up. Talk to the courier and find out who hired them to deliver the incriminating bottles of wine to my castle.
Okay, I'll go talk to the courier.
Someone has gone to a lot of trouble to try and remove both myself and Lady Arabelle from the table, while also focusing the blame for this all on me. Speak to the courier and get some answers, or I will.
All right. Why would someone try to kill you and also try to make you look like you killed Lady Arabelle?
To sow confusion and weaken House Dufort, of course, and to further delay the peace talks, perhaps even scuttle them completely. I have political rivals, but none who would stoop to murder. If I had to guess, this is the work of the Ascendant Order.
You think the Ascendant Order sent the poisoned wine?
I fear we'll find the Ascendant Lord's hand on the tiller of most of the recent events that have plagued the archipelago.
Fair.
Call it a feeling deep in my bones. In the meantime, talk to this courier and see what they reveal about whoever hired them.
Okay. I was gonna say, it definitely felt like specific that we did hear the NPC talk about delivering stuff before we walked in here. Because the knight also talked to us as well. And not just the other NPC. But let's go see. I also feel like they're not gonna be here waiting for some reason. No, they're still here. Okay.
Are you from the castle? Can I finally make my delivery and be done with this damn job?
Can you tell me who hired you to make this delivery? Was it Ashcroft's Fine Goods and Imports?
Ashcroft's? No. Some hooded figures hired me to take some crates to an isolated spot up north. That's where I met another hooded figure. He helped unload my wagon, gave me the crates for Castle Navir, and told me to make the delivery.
Okay. Tell me about these hooded figures. Did they give you any names?
No names. Just enough gold to make me not want to ask any questions. You did hear me say we were in an isolated location, right? But if it helps, they were definitely wearing armor under their hooded cloaks. Knight armor.
Can you tell me where this isolated location was exactly?
Right below the cliffs of Garrick's Rest. Look, I know how all this sounds, but I needed this job.
I was gonna say, for the gold.
Work has been hard to come by since the trouble here and on Galen. All I know is I delivered one set of crates and received another for Navir.
Interesting. Okay, so basically they had someone purchase the actual wine from the goods and service person, but they took those up and replaced them with a different set of crates so that they would look like those crates were coming from there. When in actuality, those ones are probably gone. Which is kind of sad if that was like her favorite wine that just got a whole like bunch of it destroyed for no reason.
Five Claw! Zaji has found you!
Hi, Zaji! I'm hoping this is good news about Lady Arabelle and not bad news.
Lady Arabelle wasn't improving, so Zoji went to find Druid Revana. Do not worry, Five Claw. Casca stands guard at Mandrake Manor.
Okay.
Instead of giving this one more medicine, Revana sent me to find you.
Okay, did Druid Ravana tell you what she wanted?
Druid Revana wants you to come to her workshop right away. Do you know where it is? Just west of Gonfalon Bay and north of Druid's Gate.
Okay.
When you see her, remind her that Lady Arabelle still needs the antidote.
Okay. I was gonna say, when we talked to the druid earlier, she did mention coming by her workshop, so I figured we would loop back around that to that eventually. Okay, I'll go talk to Druid Ravana.
That makes Zaji feel much better. It was good to get out of the manor and do something. All this waiting makes Zaji's ears itch. This one will head back to the manor and make sure Lady Arabelle is taking her tincture.
Okay. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna stop investigating. We're gonna stop investigating. Who said the wine for a moment to go check in on progress for the antidote, it seems. Is it? Yeah, because I was gonna say it's over back closer to the city. But let's go here. I guess kind of as close as we can get. I do feel like the way shrines in High Isle are a bit more conveniently located. The ones on Galen, like if you're trying to get to oh, what's it called? The delve on like the left side of the map. Like on the west side of the map. The one with the fawns. That one is kind of a pain to get to because it's like solidly in the middle of like 3 different ones and not conveniently close to anything.
Ah, there you are. I hope you've had more success than I, my friend.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
I thought that I'd be able to replicate an antidote using some of the old recipes in my ancient herbal apothecary, but nothing I've concocted thus far has worked. This poison is proving very resistant to our tried and true elixirs.
Uh-oh. Were you mistaken about the ingredients used to make the poison?
That's just it. I identified the various plants, root, stem, and leaf, but they aren't those plants. Not exactly.
I don't understand.
Neither did I, at least not at first. But after careful study, I can see that someone with extensive agricultural knowledge created new and more potent versions of the rare plants used to prepare the poison. Oh, did you discover who sent the wine?
The wine came from Ashcroft's shop, but someone at Garrick's Rest bought it and added the poison.
Garrick's Rest? Strange magic saturates the wildlife around those ruins. If that's the source of the poison, I'll need samples to craft an antidote. Meet me there.
Okay.
I fear we could be dealing with another rogue druid, and a powerful one at that.
Okay, I'll meet you at Garrick's Rest.
We'll need to proceed carefully once we get to Garrick's Rest. If we are dealing with a powerful druid, we won't be able to avoid them for long.
Okay. It is interesting, okay, that we ended up, you know, we were going to go to Garrick's Rest, but now we're just picking up the other part of the story that we were waiting to come here for, and now I like it. I'm liking the flow of this quest. Okay, why do you think a druid is behind this? The courier described a knight under a hooded cloak.
That sounds like the Ascendant Order.
That it does.
But only a skilled druid could alter plants and create this vile poison. We know they worked with the Eldertide Circle before. Maybe they still have some druid allies assisting them.
Maybe. Okay, how long can Lady Arabelle hold without an antidote?
The tincture I provided will slow the poison's spread, but it won't hold off the inevitable forever. She should be all right for a while longer, but I do recommend we hurry. Once I have a sample of the plants, I know I can craft an antidote.
I hope so. If not, she's gonna die a very slow and painful death. I would not want to be Lady Arabelle right now. Because essentially, like, we can slow it. It's also gonna make everything else slow and painful. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna travel to my house. And we're actually gonna travel to the inside of it. Because for one of the endeavors, I need to place 7 furnishing items. So I'm gonna go place 7 random ones that I'll probably move later. Because in case y'all missed it, I did get this lighthouse house. And I need to decorate it. Because it cost crowns and I should actually decorate it. I have placed a couple of items in here. I need to craft. I want to get some high aisle like chairs and furniture and things to put in here. But like I placed a little crab and I gave it a little pathway to walk up and down. It's probably the fanciest thing I've done in this house so far. But I think it's 7 furnishings. Because I think I have some like corally stuff I could maybe place. Yeah. I do have the crystals. I have flowers, but I don't know. I have so many mushrooms. I don't know why I have so many mushrooms. I don't know. I feel like I need to think about what plants I actually want. We have statue things. Bones are not what we're necessarily looking for. I love this window. I love this window so much. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I need to put it somewhere. I need to put it somewhere because it is a gorgeous window. Oh, but I was gonna... I had the lead for that again, and I think I might have lost it. Because I'm a goober and I forgot... Oh no, I do still have it. It expires in 2 days. Okay. I was gonna say, I cleared out my antiquity leads, for the red ones, like, before we left, like, a few days before we left for the beach. Okay. It's still there, because I want another one. I want another one of these, windows, because they are cool. I have the docks. How big is this? Oh, that is like at least 3 times the size that I was expecting this to be. I was expecting like maybe half that size. Okay, maybe that's not what I want. I wasn't expecting it to be like big full-size dock stuff. This isn't there. I did place this over here. It's a little fire pit, and there's crabs on it. Also, Issa, please let us mount in houses. That would be really nice. It would be really nice, and it would make it a lot easier to get around our very spacious houses. I wanted to see... Okay, those aren't barrels. I don't want us to extend on that because it wouldn't match. That's why I couldn't remember, is if that was like a barreled dock or not. I definitely want to place some stuff out here. The problem is I don't think I have the items I want though. Because I'm a fun guy. Okay. In the comfort of our own homes. Okay. I have tents. I don't know. I don't feel like any of these items are actually the items. I don't think the items that are in the chests in the house show up in here. So that's part of the problem, is I don't have all of my stuff here. I need to get I need to get some different stuff out of the things to put here. Because I know I have other items that are not showing up in here, but it's fine. Also, Pokemon. I feel like we could place a lantern somewhere here, maybe. I kind of want to place some hanging up here. I want precision. I want to make it go. There we go. There we go. We placed things. Oh, I also got a Pokemon. Look, I'm decorating. I decorated a thing. Woohoo! All of the lights from my brain is not letting me recall the name of that event. The winter event. The New Year event. We can put some fish racks out here. I don't know. I need to, like... from my brain, I feel like I might need, like, an actual... like, go make a catalog of what I have inventory kind of thing. Because it's hard to decorate when I don't know what items I have. And I also feel like I need, like, an inventory, like a visual inventory of what I can make. Because I do know I have a number of, like, recipes and things. So there are things that I could be making and such. Hold on.
I'm a big talking cat. So good of you to notice.
It's like, hold on. I do actually have Casca as a house guest. And I now want Casca to just, like, chill. Casca can hang here. Also, for purposes of if I do travel here, let's also put... I guess I could place them somewhere. I don't know. Maybe we just have all the cats hang out over here. I also want to put Pizzazz here. There's 7. Okay. And... we'll put a Zabi over here, too. There we go. Okay, we did a little bit of decorating. Nothing extensive. Oh! Goodness, Looney, I totally got distracted by reading the quote when I came back from break, and I totally intended to play Minesweeper. And then I immediately got distracted. I immediately got distracted, and that was not on purpose. That was not on purpose. I'm gonna do it now before I forget again. We're gonna do it now before I forget again. Because we had a Minesweeper redeemed. We had a Minesweeper redeemed. I need to move over here. Yeah, there it is. We had a Minesweeper redeem, and I'm going to do it now before I forget again. Because I think I have been getting better at the sweeping of the mines. And being able to do it in a quicker fashion. I keep wanting to play Minesweeper like on break at work. But I don't have a mouse. Well, I think I do, like, I do think I have one, but it's not, I don't get it. I don't get the mouse out and, like, actively use it at work. I think I have one, like, in my, like, file cabinet storage at my Thursday Friday school, because I think they gave us one with the computer. But I don't actively have a mouse for my computer, so I can't do, like, I can't do the middle mouse click to make the things go. I have to actually click on each individual square to get rid of it. And then it's just annoying. Now that I know that trick, it's like, well, I don't want to click on every single square because I know that I don't, like, have to click on every single square. So therefore, I don't want to click on every single square when I know that I could just push the button and make all the ones that are safe go away. So I can still play, but it's not as efficient. I can't go as quickly as I can when I have the mouse. Just say, can we make it an entire game without me getting stuck? We're gonna find out. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to jinx it, but so far so good. Alright. That one needs that one. Satisfies that. That needs to be there, which also does that one. Okay, so it must be that one. That one still needs 2. That one's good. That's good. This is good. That is good. This 4 can also be satisfied. There's only 4 left, which satisfies the 3. Means that one's there, and there's a 1, and the 2's good. That 2 is good, which again leaves us with 4 left for that one. Aha! Y'all, I think that is the fastest I have ever done a Minesweeper game. I think that's the fastest I've ever done one. I'm counting that as a personal best. Speed run! Yeah, that was like a speed run. That felt like sufficiently fast. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with myself on that one. Oh, hold on. Let me turn the chill music off because we don't need all the double audio of all the other things. Yeah, speed run. Thank you for Demon Minesweeper. I appreciate it. That was fun. In case you don't know, there is a channel point redemption for Minesweeper that you can have me take a break and give my brain something different to engage with for a moment and have me play some Minesweeper. Because in case you have not tried it out, Minesweeper is a very fun game. I do enjoy it. I don't think I'm super great at it, but I am definitely better at it than I was before. Thanks for sweeping. It was getting dirty here. I'm glad I could clean the place up a little bit. Honestly, I probably need to actually, like, well, I guess not sweep, but...
We can't just threaten everyone into becoming druids. We need these good folks to appreciate the woods, not fear them.
You fool. No one appreciates the forest on their own. I know these merchants. They'll take all they can and leave the land a husk.
I don't think we've talked to these people yet.
Ah, a city dweller. Have you come to take enjoyment in the wilderness of the Sisters Archipelago? Beautiful, isn't it? How do you feel about nature?
What are you two arguing about?
Oh, it's a simple matter. Nature is home to all, but many city dwellers and merchants don't see that as truth. My sister feels slighted by the nobles of Gonfalon Bay, but I know the value of patience. all things change with time.
Okay. You two are not at the same circle.
No, we Stone Lord Druids know that we can't force our beliefs on anyone. We strive to do our best and practice the way we see fit. We welcome all who want to join, of course. But my sister and the Eldertide want change regardless of its price.
Are there just Eldertide and Stone Lord Druids? There's not. There's also the Fire Song.
If you look carefully, I'm sure you'd find many small circles communing with nature, but most aligned to either my circle or my sister's. Still, there is a third, but it's bad luck talking about them. I have enough to deal with here.
Interesting that they won't even mention the Fire Song.
Blah! You stink of that blasted Gonfalon Bay. My imbecilic brother and I are in the middle of a discussion, so speak up. What do you want?
Are you always this angry?
Do you expect me to dance and sing while those blasted nobles use our forests for sport? When peasants tear down all the animals' homes to make useless fences for their farms? Something has to be done or we'll lose everything of worth that's here.
Are all druids this upset?
They are if they have sense. I'm not one of those spineless stone lords like my brother.
Ooh.
Drastic change requires action. And if you think I've gone too far, then pray you never meet members of the other circle.
Okay. I mean, she has every right to be upset. It is totally fair. While we were at the beach, we actually saw some pictures of, like, some old, like, trees of, like, you know, people standing next to them, you know, like, forever ago ones of, like, the really big trees that used to be around here. It's like, oh, yep, and then everyone went and, like, cut the giant trees down, and now we don't have the giant trees anymore because people needed fences. Back from tanking, welcome back. And find your health state at 42k almost all the time. Nice. Which dungeon did you do?
Friend, look.
Oh, there she is.
It appears something heavy was dragged up and down this hill recently.
Uh-huh. There are some crates, too. Oh, Dire Frost and Vet. It was an easy one, just 3 of us. That was not too bad, I don't think. 3 of us and a companion. Ooh. Hold on. This is one of the... This is one of the small vents. I need to actually look at how many I've closed. I need to look at how many I've actually closed. Because I don't think I have... I'm pretty sure that I don't have the achievement yet. Because I think I've done like 3 and you need like 30 for the achievement. But essentially it's just like a mini volcanic vent.
You're dangerous, huh?
Smack the thing!
Don't mess with the street kid.
And... Is that it? Ta-da! Okay, now I gotta look. Because I'm working on that one. But I can't remember how far off I am. Like, really far off. That was the 3rd one. Okay, I thought I had a couple more than that, but okay, apparently not. I also need to do more of the dailies. I'm trying to get myself to, like, not play 50 bazillion different things and try to keep up with too many different game things. Because that was something I realized of, like, going to the beach and, like, being away from my computer and going, oh, I really was trying to play, like, a bunch of different stuff, which is, I think, okay, but I think I was getting back to the point of, like, okay, I have too many things. Too many things. I should, you know, not in an overwhelmed, like, in a bad way, but, like, in a overstimulation way of, like, wanting to do all of the things. But it was nice to sit and chill and do some art stuff and do, like, the scratchy thing, and do some diamond art. Like, I need to make myself take time to do that here. Because I'm really good at doing it at the beach house, because we have... The internet there is just fast enough to watch stuff on streaming services if both me and Talarian are using internet on our phones and trying to watch something, the movie will buffer. So, yeah. I also want to do, I don't know, we should plan a day to do some vet dungeons. I want to do those ones specifically for the achievement of whatever those ones are called. We should plan a day to do those. I don't know. We could do it on, we could schedule a stream day for it, but I don't necessarily need to do those on stream. We should plan a day to do those. We should plan a day to do those. Are we going?
A door. That's definitely where whatever made the marks came from.
Oh yeah, because they drug it up the path. Oh. Garrick's Rest Dungeons.
Be careful. I don't think we're alone down here.
Kind of feeling the same thing. Carrots! We need to steal more stuff, actually, for the... I need to get 7 more things for completing endeavors for today. I'm actually trying to remember to do them. I didn't have time to do them this morning. I had enough time to do Ritz. Oh, hello! Hello, Ascended Order friends. I immediately started... One of these days, I'm gonna stop pushing the buttons in the old order, and I'm gonna push them in the right order for this build. But today, apparently, is not that day. It's fine. Hello, Ascendant Order friends. Taskmaster, interesting. Oh. Thanks, Ember. Anybody else want to run out and attack me? No? We good? You sure? Okay. Oh, I got the rufflet. Nice. You can tank. Never thought you would say that. GG on tanking.
The Ascendant Order has been hiding here for a while. Lord Bacaro was right to be concerned.
I was gonna say, there's a lot of stuff set here.
Someone is definitely using this place. Let's look around.
Okay. Hi, Junk. Probably the one with a good tank build. Well, I was gonna say, like, I don't think my tank build is bad, but again, I have not updated it in ever. She's never had different builds. She has had the one build I have given her. Well, I guess that's not true. She had a DPS build that I used while leveling her, and then I gave her a tank build. Or pretty hard on the tank. Okay, I was gonna say, my tank build is almost more of a healer build. Because she's a warden. So she's kind of heavily leans on the healing. Like, I could probably queue as a healer with her and get away with it. She just has a bunch of health. But she also has a lot of healing stuff. Alright. I also have not tanked in a while. So I definitely could tank. But I don't think I would be the best at it. Because I don't know. I know you don't necessarily have a rotation like you do with DPS. But I have not done actual needed healing or actual needed tanking in a thing in a while. Ooh, there's a note.
Take a look at that pile of paper.
That's what I was thinking. Welcome, Ascendant. Initiates. I can English. Welcome, Ascendant Initiates. There are many who believe we were defeated after the events of the All Flags Islet. But the flame of our vision is not so easily snuffed out. You have followed rumors and whispers to find us. Soon, others will join you in a growing swell of opposition to the royal warmongers that rule our lands. An uprising is coming to the sisters. The events on Galen are only the beginning. Join your druid brothers and sisters in taking back what is rightfully ours. The dream of Kassarin will come to pass, and together we will reclaim the legacy of the Bretons. You have my word, the Ascendant Lord. Okay, I was wondering how Galen's story was going to tie a bit more into this. Because obviously, like, we're trying to work towards the peace talks. But having that tie-in of the druid with the dream. Myers on Meyer. Exactly! Oh, she is quite the rock. Okay. Honestly, like, I should probably turn my crafting character into a tank. Because she's a Dragon Knight. And I don't really like Dragon Knight, but I know she would be a good tank. Tank is based on the idea to make me alive and give buffs to the group. And debuffs to the enemies quite well. Okay. Those vet dungeons are really complicated, so we need to be at the best we can be. Okay. Once in a group on that vet, we could not get past the third boss. It was even the final one. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I don't expect those ones to be easy. I was gonna say, Brando, I think the bot likes your quotes tonight.
The Ascendant Lord is recruiting disillusioned druids after the events on Galen. Insidious.
Okay. It is good to know that they're getting druids, though. Not a good thing. But it is good to know. As it should be, I'm awesome. Okay. Fair enough. Hi, Lonely. It is good to see ya. Definitely lurk away if you want to or need to. But it is good to see ya. I appreciate you saying hi. I hope you're doing well. That is definitely a thing for anyone here. If you want to talk, you may talk. I'm not going to stop you unless if you're like, you know, I need to time you out, abound you because you're doing something bad. But you're more than welcome to lurk here whenever you need to. I will do my bestest to provide entertaining words, mouths, blah, blah. Currently finals week and I only have one exam left, but it's your biggest one. You got this. Good luck. Do all the studying, do all the prep, but also don't forget to sleep and don't forget to hydrate because those are also important things to remember. But also coming from me, I'm not the person who ever studied for tests, but like if I was like multiple like a week or more like away from the test, yeah, I would casually study or reread a chapter or something. Like, you know, I'd be down to do some minor study, but if it was like anywhere within a few days, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna learn anything else more than was already in my brain hole. So
those must be the crates the courier delivered. Check the labels.
We're gonna go in with whatever I know at that point. Streamer smells? Really, Bo? Really? That's what we're going with? That's what we're going with? Fine. Okay. Shorebird Express Agency from Daggerfall, delivered to Steadfast Manor. Context: 6 crates from Stag and Stallion Armorers. Attention, Captain Margaret, Society of the Steadfast.
Those were intended for Steadfast Manor. Why deliver them here?
Good question.
See what's inside the open one. Society of the Steadfast Armor. With that, the Ascendant Order could impersonate Steadfast Knights.
Oh, that's not good. That's definitely not good for the Ascendant Order to have Steadfast armor. That's not a good thing. Yes? Okay. It's a comprehensive accounting exam, so a lot of moving parts to study. I've also been working in the mornings at your new job, which is so nice. That's good. Yeah, trying to remember all of the different things for exams. Like, I understand the point of, like, needing to test knowledge and things like that, but I feel like so many tests I've taken throughout schooling have been, like, memorize this thing, remember all the steps for this thing. And it's like, the reality is if I ever use this outside of a classroom, I'm gonna have a notebook that has the steps on it or things like that. You know, like things in college of like having to memorize the elements of the periodic table. Like, if I ever did something science related in the real world, would I ever like be trying to do something with a blank periodic table? Like, obviously, like, I get the point. It's because you want to have like, you know, we had to memorize the first 36 elements. You want to have like some of those things in quick knowledge for quick reference. You don't want to have to stop and look up the thing every single time. But like some of that stuff for tests, like, come on. Which is why I can sing like at least part of the periodic table of elements song. So glad you don't do science anymore. I really enjoyed taking science classes because I did like you know, nothing complex. Like I did like basic, like, you know, biology 101 and chemistry 101. You know, I did the, you know, whatever the basic college like science class things for my AA degree. And I really enjoyed the classes, but like the memorization, the testing of all of it was like, okay, really? But the like actual process and learning about all of it was fascinating. And chemistry makes more sense to my brain than physics. Physics does not make sense to my brain. Chemistry makes more sense to my brain than physics does. Also have AA degrees. Yeah, I have an AA and then my bachelor's. So, and then eventually the master's will get to join that. I'm hoping to get a whole bunch of it done this summer. I get a few more weeks. I'm not having to do anything with it. I start my master's back up in June. So, Fire Song Druid. I was gonna say, it sounds like, I was gonna say if any druids are joining, I bet you it's the Fire Song, and there's a Fire Song Druid to prove it. I wasn't expecting that to explode. Okay. Arrow Astro degrees? Okay. I have the, it's whatever. I have an associate's in, I think I technically have the arts one. There, I don't know. My college had like an associate's in arts and an associate's in science. I think I technically did the arts one. To be perfectly honest, there really wasn't much of a difference between the two, if I remember correctly, in terms of the requirements. Basically, I ended up, my first year of college, I took just like basic whatever because I didn't know what I was specifically going for. And then my second year, I took a ton of classes and I caught up with, because I took like bare minimum load my first year because I didn't figure out what I wanted to do yet. And then I had classes that were required to take before I could transfer into my bachelor's program. Y'all, if I could go back and tell past me of it's not worth it to take like 25 credits over the summer to quote catch up. I'm like, what am I catching up to? To catch up to be in the teacher program the next year, because I would have been way better off if I had waited a year and been in the cohort that came after me, because my cohort turned into a cliquey mess and was awful. So if I had waited a year, I would have been in a way better cohort of people. Our roommates, because we go to the same college and they're an astrophysics math major. See, that just sounds cool. That just sounds like that's one of those like fancy, like it sounds fancy and like really smart to say that, yes, I'm an astrophysics math major. Like, I know, I get, it's cool though. I found out I'm halfway to an art history minor on accident, so I'm going to do that. So I'm just making my way through the A-name degrees. Okay. Just get all the A's. Just do all the A's. But yeah, that's fun. Like, honestly, like, I would be down to do that at, like, just, not like a master's level, but just to do a, like, go and take a college class and not, like, worried about exams or anything, but just, like, go and take the class to learn the stuff in the class. Like, I'd be totally down to do other like science-y classes and things like that, or history classes, just to learn different things because it's cool. Astrophysics, archaeology, art, triple major.
Look, over on that table.
All of the A's. It would be an A. Trying to think, I guess there would be some crossover with some things. With a minor in anthropology. Yes. Oh. Oh, is that? I was like, who, what? Okay. Druid Egworld? I understand your garden below Garrick's Rest is blooming. Perfect. When you receive the shipment of wine, here is how I want you to proceed. Add your newly developed poison to one of the bottles. I have arranged for it to be a gift for Lady Arabelle. Her suspicions grow, and will likely discover our agents in Steadfast Manor if we do not take action. I am sure she won't be able to resist taking a taste of this rare vintage. She does so love her wine. Do the same for the gift we will send to Duchess Elena. Then crate up the rest of the bottles. A courier will meet you outside. Take the delivery from them, then give them the crates of wine. The courier has orders to deliver them to Castle Navir. If all goes as planned, both Arabelle and Elena will be dead, and blame will fall squarely on the malcontents of House Dufort. As for the relic, I give it to you for safekeeping while I'm away. If Steadfast Manor becomes compromised in my absence, use it to enter the tunnels below the cellar. Destroy any documents you find there. We must not reveal our true identity until the time is right. The Ascendant Lord.
The Ascendant Lord gave clear orders to this druid alchemist. We need to find that garden.
Uh-huh.
Is that a key over there?
It is. This is not good.
We didn't expect the Ascendant Order to wither away, but I had no idea its roots ran so deep. And it seems they have crept into our most trusted circles. Someone at Steadfast Manor diverted this armor shipment here. Let's review what we uncovered.
Okay, we found recruitment handbills directed at disillusioned druids.
We know that the Ascendant Lord allied with factions of the Eldertide and Firesong circles, but to actively promote a sacred druidic prophecy to gain followers to his cause. What about those crates we found?
The shipping label said they were destined for Steadfast Manor and contained suits of armor.
Armor that the Ascendant Order can use to impersonate Steadfast Knights. I know Captain Marguerite by reputation. We must talk to her about the shipments. But first, I still need to gather samples of the plants used to make the poison.
Okay, the letter to the druid alchemist detailed the plan to poison Lady Arabelle and mentioned a garden.
And I assume the key we found will grant us access to this alchemical garden. Then I can craft an antidote for Lady Arabelle. She and Lord Bakara will know how to best handle this situation once she recovers from the poison.
Okay. Also, goodness, I just looked at the time. Y'all, I'm sorry. We're not going to get to Sims today. We're not going to get to Sims today. I don't even know if we're going to even finish this one singular quest. Jessica, when you said they were long, like, I figured, like, they were going to take, like, double the time of a main story quest, maybe, but holy moly, this is, like, so many steps, which is really cool, because, like, it's all the stuff coming together, but, like, holy butts, is there so many steps to this quest. You did tell me, and I greatly underestimated it. I greatly underestimated. To be fair, I have been very distracted tonight. Like, that is also a thing as well. But I did not think, I was like, we've been live for almost 3 hours. And I know we didn't start playing immediately because I did the Bean Boozled and everything like that. So I know I didn't do that immediately, but we've still been solidly playing ESO for probably like 2-ish hours. So it's like, you know.
That door. See if the key we found will unlock it.
Okay. I'm not complaining, because this... I love this, like, you know, quest line of, like, following a quest like this, of, like, okay, we have all these things that we need to do and having it come together.
Workshop. Let's look around.
Okay. Oh, there's the druid right there. Okay. But it's definitely... It's cool to have all of these things kind of just be part of a quest. Though I'm kind of surprised almost that they, like, didn't just split it up into more quests. I don't know if there's, like, a specific thing that they just only want 3 epilogue quests, because they've always been 3, but all 3 quests are long. Okay. Let's fight this friend.
Here's how we deal with pests in my garden.
Yeah. How's that gonna work for you?
We did it!
Yes, we did, Ember. We did do it. It is because story chapters reasons? Okay. I was gonna say, because I think all the other epilogues are also 3 quests long. I don't know. I've been thinking about it, like, as we've been questing as well, of... I'm thinking for, like, you know, this next weekend that I think I might allot more time for ESO, because I would like to finish this epilogue, you know, like Friday, Saturday, and if we need it on Monday, because the following week I would like to try to start Mass Effect. Yeah, this one, the flow of this definitely makes sense story-wise, because it's like, okay, we're trying to get the peace talks to start, but we need to do these things, and then obviously the poisoning happens, so it makes sense that we have all these things that we need to do in relations to each other, and how the different locations we're going to end up, you know, following the same pathway of stuff of coming together. It's very well written in how this is working. It makes sense because it is all one collective thing that of goal we're working towards. So it's not like it's a bunch of disjointed, like, separate activities that we're doing in one big quest. Yes, because I do like streaming ESO. I do like it. I do like it a lot.
That's what I was looking for. A sister's cave bloom. But I've never seen one with quite that color before. I'll take a sample.
Okay.
With these, I should be able to craft an antidote. What did you find over there?
I was gonna say, I found a blue glowy thing. I do like streaming ESO. I do like playing it. It is quite a lot of fun. I still have to figure out... My initial thought is just, we'll see once we jump into Mass Effect, like, what my flow feels like. But my thought is we play the first Mass Effect game, and then we take a break, and we play Necrom before we continue with Mass Effect. So... Yes, I think we looked at it... I think we looked at it together in voice chat, didn't we? Maybe? Isn't it like $600 or something insane like that? It looks really cool, though. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we looked at it in voice chat, maybe? So the same plan you have? To take a break from Mass Effect and then do something else? You forgot? All good. I'm surprised I remembered. So, because that's kind of my thought, because Necrom comes out next month, and I'm very excited for that chapter, and I try not to go explore too heavily in the newest chapter area before we start questing in it on stream, and I do want to get over there and start questing in it, so we'll see. For console release, though? Okay. Oh, right, because there's... Is it like 2 weeks delay for console? If anything, I would wait. I would not stream Necrom, like, on PC release. Because that's the other thing too, is like I want to start playing through it like when it comes out, but also I'm aware that I don't necessarily want to make stream like you can't hang out because I'm immediately playing the new content kind of thing. We've done that some and I've kind of felt bad. So like this, like questing through this now feels more right because Galen and High Island stuff have been out for a while. Yes, hello Bella. Did you come to say hi again? Let me move the lemonade so I don't knock it
gathered
over.
enough of the plant to craft an antidote for Lady Arabelle. She will soon be on her way to a full recovery.
Yay!
Did you find anything interesting in the druid ritual box?
I found this green crystal in the box.
That's a shard of the green. I've never seen an intact one before. Long ago, druids used them to protect sacred locations. The practice withered like leaves on a dying vine, mostly because they were so hard to come by. Hang on to that for now.
Okay, what now, Druid, Ravana?
Now we do exactly what Lady Arabelle would want us to. We follow the clues. Head to Steadfast Manor. We need to talk to Captain Marguerite. I'll meet you there after I start the preparations for the antidote.
Okay. I was gonna say, also convenient exit where we ended up. Yay! I love that video game logic. So we don't have to walk entirely back through where we went. Because I'm excited, because the other thing too will just be like, I want to get the new companions. I haven't even like seen what they are, but I know I'm gonna want to do the new companions. I also want to get like the other Tales of Tribute decks, which is why I need to look up where all the pets are that you can pet in Galen, because I need that achievement to be able to finish the deck.
And up we go.
So I want to do that so I can have that deck. I also need to look at which other ones I'm missing, because I think I'm missing another one. I think there's another one that I'm actually missing as well. Where am I going? Over there. Okay. You know, honestly, it might just be... I could take a lazy route or whatnot. It might just be fine to just ride down there. Actually, I don't know. Jessica, do you know if you remember... Are we anywhere near the end of this first quest? Like, am I gonna finish it in the next 9 minutes? Or this feels like a good pause point that we might just pause here and come back to it. Because we're headed to Captain Margaret. Right now is where we're headed. So we looked in the garden. We got the information and ingredient things. So she now should be able to make an antidote, hopefully. You know where they are? Okay. Yeah, I need to do that achievement because I want I want the deck of cards. I still have some chunks. Okay. Parents made it back from the vacation? Well, good thing they made it back. Okay, I was gonna say, hold on.
I can't wait to see
We have to pause and make Ember like us more. Because I'm still trying to get her rapport up high enough to unlock her first quest. I feel like I have to be close. I have not looked it up to see what it is. So. Okay. Then I think since we're kind of in between tasks, I think we might just go ahead and pause here then. Ooh, hold on, this one's up. Hold on, this one's actually up. Because, you know, I still have 27 more of these to do. Achievement! You know, only a few. Can I please not be stuck on the rocks? Thank you. That would be nice. Sorry, not that close to finish. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Also, this might be the longest ESO quest in the entire game. Because we've been questing Because I feel like the main story quest for, like, Galen, like, if I was, like, making my way through them and not being horribly distracted, they took us, like, 45 minutes to an hour to do, like, a main story quest. Like, we've been, like, questing for multiple hours and still haven't found the end of this one, which is not a complaint at all. Definitely not. Just a shock at how long and how much content is in it. It's like, what? Wait, there's more and more and more? Cool. Okay. I feel like that's not a bad problem to have with how this is written. Like, if it was one of those things, if it was poorly written and it wasn't, like, the story wasn't well constructed and things like that, but it makes sense why it's this long, because there's so many things that are happening and coming together to a point. Because, you know, we're handling, you know, the alliance leaders with the peace talks and also helping the people get the supplies at Galen, and we're also trying to help Lady Arabelle, who got poisoned, but we're also trying to figure out what the Ascendant Order's doing and where they are and who's behind it. Like, there's so many things that we're working on in this one singular quest. All 3 quests are long, and it is 3. Okay. Cool. So, I'm gonna make myself stop here. Did I finish? Okay, hold on. While we wind down, I'm gonna take her back. We're gonna go steal like 7 more things. But yeah, it's definitely not a bad thing that it's this long. It's kind of cool. So I'm thinking I am missing The Sims. I am missing The Sims. It has definitely not been the thing that my brain has wanted to focus on necessarily. So that is one reason why I've kind of put it a little bit on the back burner in terms of I do want to get the story stuff completed, because I would like to start Mass Effect. I thought we were gonna maybe be able to start it by like the end of last month or the beginning to mid to last month. So I am really excited to start Mass Effect. So I do want us to be able to get there. So I'm thinking maybe we just take this next weekend to just focus on ESO and finish the epilogue and see how far we can get. And see if we can finish the epilogue this coming weekend. And then the following weekend we can jump into Mass Effect. Does that sound like a plan? Like, obviously, like, you know, if I'm finding that my brain isn't wanting to focus on the ESO questing, or things like that, because that is definitely the thing too, is like a lot of ESO questing can be a lot, and sometimes my brain is not going to want to focus on it for that long. And that's nothing to say like bad things about ESO or anything. My brain just doesn't necessarily like to focus on the same thing for a really long time all the time. So we might try to squeeze some Sims in there. If anything, we would probably try to do some Sims on Monday. Would be a thought. We'll kind of see. I think we'll kind of play it a little bit by ear. Also, too, because I now need to know what is gonna happen else with the story. Obviously, she said she could make the antidote, and that was definitely the point that I wanted to get to, is like, okay, at least we know that you think you can make an antidote, because I don't want Lady Arabelle to die. But, anywho. Oh, the other thing, too, is I gotta remember the PvP event starts on, Thursday. I gotta remember that. I should probably do some, maybe I'll hop on real quick later and do like a PvP quest and story or something like that. But I do limit myself to 3 hours of stream on Mondays because I do have to go wash my hair and I want to make sure I have time to wind down, and things for the night. So we are going to go on a raid. Vanna's playing. Okay, I see Vanna's in the mail time category. Might have to go say hi to Vanna. Because y'all, if you have not seen mail time, if you have not seen this game, it is so cute. I want to play this game. really bad. And it's one that I'm telling myself I'm not buying any more games right now until I finish like a couple more or play a couple more from my Steam library. But also reminders of things. We are raising money for St. Jude all month long. So if you would like to contribute to that, the bot is always up, so you can always come get the campaign link there. I guess I should put it in my panels. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that, but the link is always there, and I think the bot automatically drops the timer still, even if I'm offline. I will be back on Friday. We will continue the ESO epilogue things. We will do movie night tomorrow night, so if you want to hang out for that. We've been watching season 3 of The Mandalorian, so I will put a poll up tomorrow, but my guess is that we're probably going to watch a couple more episodes of season 3 of The Mandalorian. Anything else? If you want to check out the socials, those are there. There might be a few days of a break in between stuff for clips and things, because I scheduled clips out through, I think I have them scheduled through like Wednesday or something like that. But I made myself not watch clips or do any VOD editing or anything of the sort while I was at the beach. So I don't have as much prepped to schedule ahead as I have been. So just know there's content being posted. If it's gone for a couple of days, it will be back. If you want to copy and paste one of those raid messages, it does not have to have my emotes. Whatever emotes make you happy. And because Vanna's playing Mail Time, we're gonna go say hi to Vanna, because you all need to see this game. If you have not seen this game, it is adorable. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I think Vanna's ending. I think Vanna's ending. She just closed the game out. Hold on. Y'all need to go check out Mail Time, but I think Vanna's ending. She just... I'm watching captions. Okay. I don't want to accidentally raid if she's gonna end, but you all need to check out Mail Time. You need to do that. Okay. We're gonna go over here. I'm changing my mind. We're gonna go raid Maple. We're gonna go raid Maple Cat. If you don't know Maple Cat is wonderful. She's the wonderful goober who has made so much channel art here. So thank you all for hanging out. I really, really super duper appreciate it. Thank you for being my internet friends. I appreciate you. I do feel like I'm forgetting something, but as always, I feel that way, and I will post it in Discord if I remember something that I have forgotten. In the meantime, I'm gonna swap over here so we can stare at the cute penguin on our way out. Thank you all for chilling. I'll see you all real soon. Goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. What, two? Really? Really?